ooh, ooh, ooh. Well, I've been watching all kind of videos on Alabama and Louisville. I think Alabama's like a 26-point favorite over Louisville. And that could very well happen. A lot of people don't think so. Some people even think Louisville's going to beat Alabama. I don't know where they're getting their info or their statistics. Where was... Oh man, I gotta get that out. But, you know, I don't know where they're getting their statistics at. When was Louisville ever in the top 10 in recruiting? I don't remember seeing them in there. And Alabama's got one of the best coaches. He knows how to get the job done, as you can see. So why is it some of them people think Louisville's going to win? I even seen assimilated one of those games, and the score was, you know, was like a touchdown apart. And it's just a game, folks. Just a game. Of course, everybody knows it could go either way. On paper, Alabama last year should have dominated Mississippi State. But of course they had, what was it, 3 or 4 linebackers hurt. And you can't put all the blame on them, but, you know, when you put linebackers in there that hadn't played very much, it means a big difference. Linebackers means a lot. As you can see, as the linebackers came back, Alabama's dominance happened again. Monday, let's see, high school gets started tomorrow night. Some games are tomorrow night, Thursday night, and most of the games are on Friday night, the 24th. So that's exciting. I've been out painting 50-yard line logos and end zones too. I do letters in the end zones. But I'm kind of concerned because a lot of the high schools that I usually do hadn't called me yet. And I'm kind of concerned about that. But if they don't, I'm fine with it. You know? If they don't, I'll start doing them myself again instead of hiring somebody to do them with me. If I'd have done that another day myself, I'd have made $270 for me. But that would have been much. It would have took me all day to do it, and I'd have, you know, I'd have been dying after I was cramping like crazy. Today I done one and I ain't cramping. So I'm used to it now. Plus the weather, usually it's like 95 degrees. And today it was like 86, 87. The wind was blowing. It was quite comfortable. So it wasn't too bad. I have done them in 95, 96, 97 degrees. And you get on that football field and it's probably 110. It's very, very hot. Last year I almost passed out after I got through. I didn't do it while I was doing it. I done it after I got through. That was weird. I just got too hot. That's all it was. If y'all wondering where I'm at here, I've got a little homemade studio here where I do a TV show. It's just a room out of my house, probably a 15 by 15 foot room. And I made a studio out of it. Right behind me here, you can't see it, but there's a green screen right here. You can almost see it. Green screen right there, and I got a mirror right here. You can, there you go. You can see my hand in case I need to fix my hair or something like that. And of course, I've got my switcher program right here. I can put up, I think I've had up to 5 cameras on this thing before. And I spent a pretty penny getting this program. It does real good. I can put it on YouTube Live, Twitter, Periscope, Facebook, and there's a bunch more I can put it on. I don't know what the other ones are. One says Church TV, so I'm not in that, so I don't know how to do that. I could, but that's some of the, there's about 20 things I could put it on live. Usually this side over here, you got something over here on standby. And then this is what y'all watching. This is what we're watching right now. So this is on standby. If I wanted to over there, right here in the middle is a bunch of transitions. I could just transition this over there, and then that would be playing. So it's pretty cool setup right here. I've got little dry erase boards. You can see one there and one over here. I've actually got one beside me right here. It's I got to find that. Where did it go? There it is. I think there was another one too. Probably. Oh, there it is. I need to take that off. Don't need to be on there anyway. Okay. In other words, I got a dry erase there too, in case I need to write stuff down where I can remember it while I'm doing it. Got a tripod right behind it. You can see it right over there. The tripod. Put the camera on there. Right now that dry erase is on it. I've got a webcam right here my finger's on. And of course you got that one. I've got one outside. Let me see if you can see with the one outside. I'll hook it up right quick. Okay. You can see one of the street lights down there. Alright, you can see the street light right here. So I'm going to transit this over here, and it'll be what y'all watching. Let's do a cross zoom. There it is. And now I'll do a cube zoom coming back. So that's a pretty good setup. I was watching TV a while ago, got a little bit bored, so I figured I'd come in here and go live. I seen this YouTube live, so I got on it. I don't think this is on my, this may be on my website, I don't know. My website is ALMS-production.com. ALMS-production.com. So, this may be on my website right now, live on my website. Monday, I've got a new host coming over. I texted her today and make sure she is coming over. And she assured me she was. She's 17. She's still in high school. Redheaded, beautiful. You can go to my website. I've got a picture of her right there on my website. And I think she's going to be good. She said, I don't know if I can do it or not, but I'll try. You can do this. I've got the script right here. I've already got it wrote out, and I already got some of this. Ain't it though? Where is it? Yeah, it is. I've got the script wrote out already, and there's about 12 or 13 things she's got to introduce on there, so it won't take her long to do it. And then after we get them done, I'd start building the show. I could go to that and let y'all see the beginning right now. What do y'all think of that? Let me try that. Hold on just a second. Okay. Alright. Go back to this. And then go to this. And then go to this. Then go to this. Then go to this. Alright. Now I've got on here where this desktop capture. I'll throw it up. Alright, you see what I got uh, set up there for the let's hook this other camera up. I ain't got my lights and everything on. Here's something else I can do. I can pull me down right there, and I reckon I'm looking at myself here. I can pull it down, or I can keep it on. I can just slide it right on in there. don't guess I did. It's on now though. Alright, now you can hear me. I'm gonna turn that sucker up too, because it don't look like it's on real loud. Gain. Hello, hello. Yeah, it's pretty loud. Alright. My ear's itching. I ain't got nothing on my green screen. I ain't gonna do the trouble of going through all that right now. And let me do this other one here. You can see now, this is on standby. This is what you're looking at. This is what you're actually looking at. Oh, y'all not seeing it. Yeah, you are. This is on standby. That's my close-up with the green screen behind me, and this is what y'all looking at. And this is everything. I put everything down here. This is the audio settings. I'm gonna hide that now. So I could line stuff up here. I could actually do a playlist, and it would play virtually all day long. This playlist. I wouldn't even have to be home or anything. And I do that sometimes. The other day I played half of one of my old shows. I'm having stomach problems. Bloated. Look at that. Feels like a plumb full of air right there. Supposed to get down in the low 60s tonight. Burning. I hope, I've had a lot of hosts or girls that I've asked to be a host get excited and that sounds like fun. I'd love to do that. And then the day comes where we're supposed to do the intros and stuff, and I get everything set up and ready, and they don't show up. I give them all day, and then I text them, where you at? Oh, I was something happened that, the kids done this. There's always an excuse. And, that's happened more times than one. It's not just one person. That's happened a lot. So when I do talk to somebody now, I bug them to death, I guess, because I'm all the time saying, now you gonna do it, ain't you? You're gonna do it, ain't you? So I do them that way, and they may get tired of me saying it like that, but I got to know. If she wasn't coming, I could do this tomorrow, if I had to. I don't have to do it Monday. When it's actually on TV, it has to be done on Monday. It can be done early Tuesday, but no later than that. It has to be done on Monday, because Tuesday I start on the show. Wednesday I'm building the show. Thursday I'm building the show. Friday I'm making it into a file, and it takes a while to make a 30-minute show into a file. And then you got to burn it, a 30-minute show, onto a DVD. That takes a little while. And then I got to post it on YouTube, and then after it goes on YouTube, I have to get it and put it on my website. So there's a lot that goes in it. Now this is Friday. Saturday and Sunday, I start writing a script again, and it takes a lot of brain power to do that. You have to see what bands you're gonna put on. You got to see where you're gonna line up the commercials. There's several things that you got to look at: the inserts, the jokes. If there's an interview of any kind, you got to put that in the right place. And of course, you got to build the credits at the end of the show. And I like to thank any of the venues where the band played, if they don't make me mad. If they make me mad, I I won't do that. Most of them lets me in free because I advertise for them. If the band's there, I advertise for them. It's on TV. But some of them, they don't care. Give me money. And if they nice enough about it, I don't mind paying $5 to get in and tape and do my thing, but I'm not going to advertise for them. You know, I'm not going to say, you know, they had really good barbecue, or, you know, if they let me in free, I'd do that. You know, y'all need to go down and see this place. Got some of the best barbecue in Alabama. Very fine waitresses. I can do that. But, you know, you scratch my back and I scratch yours. Okay? I've got a cousin. She may be on here. I don't know. When it's on YouTube, I can't see that. You know, there ain't no way unless you got my phone number, you can text me. And of course, my phone's in the other room, so you can't do that either. So you understand with the host, though, I have to keep asking them, are you going to do it? Are you going to do it? And I just got through texting one just tonight, and I said, are you going to be here Monday? She texted back and said, yes. It'll be Monday evening, but that's fine. I say, anytime Monday, morning, night, it don't matter. Evening, you know, it don't matter. It just, I want it done on Monday. I don't want to, right now it don't really have to be Monday, but I like to keep it, doing it Monday, to, you know, do it just like it's going to be on TV. Because eventually, if she stays with me, it will be on TV. I'm not going to do it myself. I'm not going to do my show myself anymore because it's too much, you know, too much on me, and I like to have a little help. And if they'll stay with me and help me think of building this new ideals, putting on the show, stuff like that'd be great, man. And they help me and staying with me, that's the biggest thing. You know, I can do the thinking. You know, they can help me come up with new ideas, you know, if they want to. But staying with me, that's the biggest thing. And if they stay with me, we'll put it back on TV. If they don't stay with me, if I have to keep getting new hosts, it won't go back on TV because I'm not going to do the show myself. I could, but I'm not going to. So I think this one's going to be okay. She's a redhead. Red. Red is that shirt right there. Redhead. Pretty little girl. She's 17. Well, I ain't going to tell you much about it because I'm going to interview her for my September show. When she comes over Monday, I'm going to interview her. So I'm not going to tell you too much about it. I'm going to let her tell it on the interview. You'll just have to watch the show. That's right. You know, it's going on midnight here in Alabama. Just got bored. I just wanted to get up and do something instead of laying there and thinking about my belly a popping here. I've gained weight. I'm going to have to quit eating salads because I'm gaining weight eating salad. Some girl told me it wasn't the salad, it was the salad dressing that I was gaining weight with. Whew, it must have some calories because I've gained. I weigh, this belly. It feels like I got air in it. It's just poofed out there. It's like it's got air. I don't know what to do about that. Look at there. You can let me pop this other one on here. So you can see my belly right there. Let's turn sideways. I ain't never been big. You know, if I weighed anywhere from 130 to 150, that's what I weighed. And I weigh much more than that now. And it's all right there. I had shorts on today, and I was looking at my legs, and I think my legs is even, right here in the top part of my legs, has even gained weight. Right here. My buddy Ken, you know, they're from Prattville. They went down to Cuba on vacation. Cuba. So on their way back, they brought me back some bongos. It's got Cuba Road on it. This nice little, you know, it's just a little small, and they play good. I've done been playing on them and everything. Babaloo makes me think of Ricky Ricardo. But that was nice of them. You know, you hear me talk about Ken and Crazy Girl all the time. Ken and Crazy Girl. And I love them to death. You couldn't ask for better people. And they'll be my friends forever now. They just good people, man. And it ain't because of the bongos. They just good. You know, they don't have to get me nothing. They just do. And they just really fun people. Everybody likes them. You can't help but like them. While I was in, you know, I call her Crazy Girl. Her name is Christine, but I call her Crazy Girl because she is insane. Ask Ken. But while he was in Cuba, he asked one of the locals there how you say Crazy Girl in their language, and they said Chicaloca. Chicaloca. So it's Ken and Chicaloca. Man, it's going on 12 o'clock. Man, I got another logo to do tomorrow at the Toy Bowl field. I'm just going to do a bulldog head. I'm making it bigger than I usually do. I usually do just a 5-yard. It's Toy Bowl field. But it's going to be a bigger head this time. They're at the Toy Bowl field in Summerton, Alabama. And Friday, I'm going to do Hattsville, Alabama, over in Cullman County. That's where my parents lived when I was born, in Hattsville. Right downtown Hattsville. And then they had to rush me to the hospital in downtown, the old hospital in downtown Cullman. That's where I was born. The doctor that born me was Roy Williams. I'm a Williams. He wasn't no kin to me, though, I don't think. He was an old country doctor. Good doctor. Roy Williams. He's the one that born me. He actually had an office right across the road from the old hospital there. Roy. That's right, Roy. Alright. What else I got here? Yeah, I'm going to interview her tomorrow. I got to write down some questions to ask her. Or we might just talk and I can edit it. That's maybe what I do, because I'm going to record it on here. Let me show you how I'm going to do that. I'll do 2 cameras. I'll show you how I'm going to do that here. Virtual set. You have to set this thing up. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. Let me go way on down here. Yeah. I'll do this one right here. Something biting me here. Okay, I'll do this one. It's got 2 cameras I can put on. You have to set it up. Okay, box 1, I'll be in the first box, I think. I've got to put, and then I go box 2. Okay. And this is what it'll basically look like. I'll be interviewing her, and I can record this right here. I can record it while I'm doing it. And if she's sitting in that chair, there's another chair right over there, and I'm going to put, actually, if you see the close-up picture, that one right there, that's the camera that's going to have her. Of course, I'm going to be sitting here and turn this away, talking to her. And when she's sitting over here with the camera right there, it'll look like she's actually looking at me, because if I'm looking here, I need to be over there. Let me change them cameras up. Box 2 and box 1. Now, and then she'll be over there. Now it looks like, that's what I'm going to have to do right there. And I'll interview her like this and record it, and then I'll put that recording on the thing. So that's a pretty cool way to do it. And that way, I've tried to interview sometimes and do this with one camera, but you're sitting right next to each other. So I decided to do it like this. And you can see that camera over there, and you can see this camera right here. And she'll be sitting over there. I ain't got the camera over there yet. I probably need to put it over there. Let's do that right now. While y'all looking at this. Yeah, now you can see it here. It'll be turned this way, and I'll be turned this way, and it'll look like we're basically looking at each other. So that's what we're going to do right here, and I'm going to record it, and interviewers that's sitting here looking at each other, not looking here, not looking there, but looking there. So that's what we're going to do. I've got the camera up now. So that's pretty cool. Alright, so that's what I'm going to do, and it's about 5 or 6 minutes till midnight, and then it'll be Thursday. Got karaoke, by the way, tomorrow night at Lee's Family Restaurant. And if you like to sing, Thursday night's the time to do it. I usually sing new songs, or songs that I've got on my list that I don't do no more. That's the ones I usually do on Thursday. And it's a lot of fun, and got some new people coming on Thursday. Ain't a big crowd on Thursday, so if you like to sing Thursday, come on Thursday, okay? And you'll get a lot of songs in. If you like to sing. If you just want to go hang out somewhere and not sing very much, go right ahead. I've been to all those places that everybody goes to. It don't match up to Lee's Family Restaurant. We go there to have fun. There's no drinking. There's no smoking in the place. It's a family restaurant. You can bring your kids. You don't even have to get a babysitter. Bring them curtain climbers right on down there. If they want to sing, get them up there and let them sing. I mean, it's a family place, man. You'll love it. Got good food. Matt, he used to cook at what was that place? Cracker Barrel. So he's a really good cook. He's there in the evening, so come and let Matt cook for you, man. Or you can just get something to drink and sit there and listen. If you don't have to sing, you can listen. If you want to sing, you can sing. We just have a lot of fun. I'm going to make you have fun. I'm there every Tuesday and Thursday. I'm going to make you have fun. If I look over there and see somebody going, I'm coming over there. Just ask anybody. We have fun. It's all in fun, man. You need to come down there and join us one night, and you'll see. But all those other places, and Mexican places, and them river places, and lake places, I've been there. I'm going to Lee's. I don't know about y'all, but I'm going to Lee's. They got pretty good people running them and everything, but they, the last time I was at one of these places, and I'm not going to mention where it was at or anything, but one of the places, kind of far off for me to go anyway, I just wanted to go because I've heard so much about it and everything, and this guy's got Bose systems and stuff, and if you know where that's at, you know where I'm talking about. So I wanted to go check it out. Well, later on in the night, the young people got wild. They got wild, too wild for me, and I'm wild, but that was too wild for me. What's that song Hank Jr. does? Get loud and wild. That's what it was. So I'm not going. That was my last time going there. It was far for me to go anyway. And the other place, I've been there, and it didn't impress me not one bit. The sound, the food, not going back. I know some people that's been going there a lot, and they said they wasn't going back for some reason. I don't know why. Had to be a reason. Down on the river, you know where I'm talking about. I'm not mentioning no names. A lot of people, they just want a different atmosphere, I guess. So a lot of our people goes down there, and that's fine and dandy. But I tell you, I used to get a small hamburger, no fries, just a small hamburger and a glass of tea. I get that at Lee's, and it came to $6.55. It's a little higher now. I think now it's right there at $7. But then it was $6.55. Went down to this other place, got the same thing. Small hamburger, glass of tea. When I got through singing that night, I went to pay my bill, and it was $11.45. Ain't been back. Probably won't go back. So Lee's is the place to go. I'm telling you, he's not got the best equipment in the world, but karaoke is for fun, people. If you want to try to get a recording contract, you need to don't stop singing karaoke and go somewhere and try to make it. But if you just want to have fun and sing a few songs and let people listen to you, Lee's Family Restaurant, man. Have some fun, sing some songs. Half of us ain't that good anyway. You may have, if the place was full, you may have 5 people that could sing pretty good. The rest of them is like this, and then you got some that just, you do this when they get up there. Me. And that's just the way it is. And it's just a lot of fun. I have fun. I want everybody else to have fun. And if I see you're not having fun, I'm coming over to your table. And that's the way I am. Lee's Restaurant has, is that November? That's a long time from now. He has gospel concerts there. When is that? Let me see here. Hold on a minute. I got a calendar right here beside me. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. 15th. September the 15th. Maccabees will be back at Lee's Restaurant. They're a 7-piece group, and 6 of them sings. A 7-piece group, and hopefully Lamar wins it will be back with them. He was there the other night, but I think he had a stent, or his arm was in a sling and stuff, and he didn't play with them. But hopefully and probably will be back in September the 15th. Machiavelli Band, they went up on their price and still had a big crowd. People wants to hear them. As simple as that. And people don't mind paying that. Maccabees, September 15th. November the 15th, the Anchorman Quartet. I was in Lee's one night when they was fixing to play. I was going somewhere else. I was there eating, and they was doing sound checks. Very, very good group, the Anchorman Quartet. And also November the 30th, Ivan Parker. Ivan Parker, you know who Ivan Parker is? They're at Lee's Family Restaurant. You need to go see them people, man. Especially Billy Carter and the Machiavelli Band. 7-piece group, man. 7, and 6 of them sings. 6 of them sings. Very good band. I'll be there next time, Billy, if you're listening. I'll be there next time. Yep. This was the first week he went up on the price, and I wasn't going to be but about an hour, if that. And when I saw that, I said, I don't know, I ain't got much money anyway, and I didn't want to pay that price and stay for an hour, because they play from 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock. So I decided not to go. And then I talked to Billy later, and Billy said, just come on. He said, I know somebody in the band. That's the way Billy is, man. That's the way Billy is. And I practice with them sometime. When their drummer can't make it or anything, Billy always calls me, and I'll go, try to keep a beat with them and everything where they can at least practice. And that's cool. If I ain't doing nothing, I'm glad to go down there, because drums is already there. All you got to do is go. And I don't mind doing that, where you can practice and work on new songs and stuff like that. It's cool. It's cool. Tomorrow night, I think Jasper, used to be Walker, is going to, I think they're going to Coleman, playing. Boy, that's a heck of a first game. And I think our Dora coaches, are going to watch Jasper, because week after next, we're playing Jasper, so they want to get a good look at them. They swap film anyway, so they'll get a good look at them anyway, but they want to go see. And Friday night, Jasper will probably be at Dora, looking and seeing. We play Cordova Friday night. The what do they call that? Neighbors? No, what do they call that? I seen it a while ago. But anyway, it's really neighbors. They're 7 miles apart. Cordova's across the river. A lot of people calls them river rats, and some of them are proud of that name. Some of them don't like it, but some of them says, I'm a river rat. And you should be proud of it. You ought to be proud of your schools, you know. I'm a Dora guy. I went to the old school for a couple of years down at the old mining museum. The mining museum was the gym. I was there when they first integrated schools. That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. Made a bunch of friends after they integrated. Maurice Gewin, he's got a church right here. I can just about get on my porch and see his church. Couldn't ask for better people, man. A lot of them were Krilltown, Yerkwood guys, man. Made some new friends. So that was a pretty cool thing. It was kind of eerie to start with because there was certain ones that wanted to prove their manhood. Is that how you'd say it? But you know, it ended up getting better after that, and that's good. That's good. So the school they're in now, Dora, I was one of the first students in that school. When was it? 69, 70? And then the first graduating class was probably 71. Who is this? Oh. Oh. I had to run in there to get my phone. You're making me have a heart attack.
Well, you just take care of yourself.
I'm fine. I'm just bloated. I eat too much.
Oh,
I eat all the time.
you will. Well, I'll let you go. I'm going to go to bed. And I enjoyed watching you.
All right.
All right, love you.
Love you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
That's my cousin, y'all. She sent me a message too. You better get that stomach checked out. You remember Ernest, Cecil, Mama, Una? Stomach trouble runs in the Williams family. I remember Daddy used to eat 10 prunes every night when he'd come in from work right before bed. I remember Daddy would eat 10 prunes. That's what he'd eat, 10 prunes. I mean the real prunes. Matter of fact, I just got through drinking some prune juice. I'm just bloated. My stomach's fine. It ain't burnt in a long time. It was burning. You know, I couldn't lay down at night. I'd lay down and one side would burn, I'd lay the other side, and it don't do that at all anymore. So I'm working on it, and it don't burn anymore. Right now I'm eating too much. Look at my stomach. I weigh 180 pounds. I normally weigh anywhere from 130 to 150, and I weigh 180. 180. I've never weighed 180. I don't know how to act. Ruthie, that was my double first cousin, y'all. If anybody else is watching this, that was my double first cousin. And by the way, Ruthie, if you're still watching, I'm going to be up there Friday morning. Friday morning. I'll be over there at Huntsville High School painting their logo. So if you want to come over there and see me, come on. I'll be on the field. I'll probably get there about 10 o'clock. It'll probably take me a couple of hours to do it. So by 12:30, I'll be finished with it. So I'll be in your neighborhood Friday morning. Friday morning. If you're still on here. Ruthie is another one of them cousins. Her mama was my daddy's sister. And her daddy was my mama's brother. So that makes us double first cousins. It was just brothers and sisters marrying each other. Mama's brother and daddy's sister married each other. And it sounds kind of weird, but it ain't weird. It's just brothers and sisters marrying each other. Mama's brother married daddy's sister. And that makes me and Ruthie double first cousins. And a lot of y'all see me talk a lot to one out in California, Barbara. She's a double first cousin. Got another one out there, Tina. I thought she was too, but she told me one time, I'm not your double first cousin. I'm just your first cousin. Did not know she had a different dad, but she had a different dad. Same mama, different dad. So she's just a first cousin. She lives in Ventura, California. And Barb, she lives out in a valley out there somewhere. She said that fire was about 120 miles from her. To me, 120 miles ain't nothing. So you better watch out, Barb. A lot of years growing up with them girls, every time we'd have family reunions on both sides, we seen each other. We'd have a Creole family reunion, they would be there. We have a Williams family reunion, they was there. So we was together a lot. Matter of fact, Ruthie and Barbara used to stay with us a lot. A week or two, month, would stay. And Barb was born in this room right here that I'm sitting. So they know this house as good as I do. A lot of the aunts used to call this the Creole house. The Creole house. Have I got a picture of that? Let me see, let me run and see if I got a picture of that. Y'all hold on a minute. I think I seen one the other day. I just need to go get it. Where's it at? Where's it at? Ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. Okay. Pictures. It was in miscellaneous. Old Alabama. Let's try this miscellaneous. I don't think it was. It might be. No, it ain't that one. So, Christmas. This house. Here we go. That's a funny place to put it. In a folder called this. I bet I got a picture of it now. I got pictures all around this house. I got a picture of the muscadine vine. Or scuppernine vine. Got a picture of the old shed that I tore down. Used to keep coal in it and stuff. Alright, here it is. I want to get a far off picture. That's too close. A lot of the pictures was from this house. Looking the other direction. I want one of this house. There's a good one. There it is. There's this house. You can see in the back right there, that actually used to be a well house. And we made a bathroom out of it. So that's my bathroom now. And this is the old place. The old Creole house. What do you think of that, Ruthie? Ruthie said she was going to bed. It's after noon. I mean afternoon. After midnight. After midnight. We're gonna let it all hang down. I don't know who else is watching this, but I've kind of figured it was on my website, so she said she was watching it, so I guess it's on my website. That's cool. That's cool. Cool, man. And I'm just getting ready here. I got my camera up where I can, let me show that. Oh, I got another text here. Well, I know that, but she don't never talk to me. I know Donna's a double first, but she ain't never on here talking to me. She said that you have another double first cousin, Donna. So I know that. She just ain't on here talking. You are. And Barbara is. She don't hardly talk to me on here like you're doing. Did you see my house there? That's it. Yeah, you got points out of that one, Ruthie. Where I'm at right now is in that corner right there in the front on this side. That's where I'm sitting right now. And that's where Barbara was born, in that room. In that room. Looks like I'm Don Ho, don't it? I'm a hoe, all right. I shouldn't have said that. How's that look? Oh, it got green. What happened? Ruthie, I know you got a pretty good sized mouth, so I bought you a pacifier here. That ought to fit. Oh, James, man. Dadgum, me and him wasn't never close. I don't know if you know this or not. Me and James wasn't never close. You might have thought we was, but me and James wasn't close. But right there at the last, me and James got close. Bring what? Oh, pacifier? Anyway, me and James, we got pretty close right there at the end and everything. And got to know him and everything. I reckon because James was Daddy's son. You know what I mean? And I was Mama's boy. And that's the way it was. Daddy done everything for James. Everything. I got hand-me-downs and stuff like that. I was a mama's boy. Mama would come in here, actually in this room right here, to get me up to go to school. And she'd stop at the door right over there and say, "It's 7:30, get up," and go back in the other room. I'd get up and start getting ready. I'm a rebellious type. Daddy would come in there and stand beside the bed with his fist drawn up. "You better get up out of that bed," with his fist drawn up. And of course, while he done that, I didn't get up. He wasn't going to make me get up. He could have hit me. He could have kicked me. I wasn't going to get out of that bed with him doing that. Mama goes to that door and says, It's 7:30, get up, son. And she'd go back in the other room and I'd get up. So James was daddy's, I was mama's. And that's the way it was. Here in the old Creole house. And I mean, we wasn't enemies or anything like that. It was brothers. And but we just didn't get along. You know, when I was little, if you remember this, I don't know if you remember this, but if I got tickled or anything, I'd pee my pants. Do you remember that? And James would actually chase me just to tickle me. And the first time, when I was probably 48, 49 years old, I got in front of the mirror combing my hair or something, and all of a sudden I got looking like this right here. I said, "Dad gum, I see Daddy." Wow. I was telling somebody just today, when Dad died up there, what was that, Woodland Hospital? It ain't there no more, but anyway, I had just got hired in a new band, and that night was going to be my first night to play with them. And I was just fixing to leave. I was getting my last hair laid down. My phone rang. It was Marva Steen. I knew something was wrong because Marva Steen didn't ever call me. So I answered the phone. She told me about Dad, you know. I hung up the phone, and I contemplated on going up to the hospital. I said, my dad died, and I thought about going up to the hospital. And I thought, you know, what am I going to do at the hospital? Just what am I going to do up there? Just sit down and, you know, it wasn't nothing else to do. So I went ahead and went and played music. And I'm glad I did, because it kept my mind off what just happened. I guess so. You didn't know that? I'd be at school, and some of them kids would make me laugh real hard. I had to laugh real hard now. I had weak kidneys, weak. And I would get tickled and pee at school. And I have to run home, you know, to keep from embarrassing myself. Who? Sit and be sad. What's that supposed to mean? Sit and be sad. I don't know what you mean. Anyway, I got out of it. I don't do that no more. I don't think. I crap on myself sometimes. I think I got a little air up here, and then oh, that wasn't air. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah, that's all I would have done. You know, just went up there and sat in the waiting room, and you know, it wasn't nothing I could do. So I went ahead and went and played, and told everybody, you know, my dad just died, and they were like, "What are you doing here?" And I said, "What would I be doing there?" You know, just like you say, sit and be sad. That's all I'd been doing. So I'm glad I went and played music. You know, there for a while, I you know, it was weird, you know. I didn't want to, what do you call it? Yep. Anyway, I don't regret what I done, you know. I'd do it again because it actually helped me, you know, get my mind off what just happened. So that was a good thing. But Daddy went to his grave. You don't know this either, but Daddy went to his grave not liking me. I don't know if you know that or not. What it was, after he moved out of this house, and a lot of the stuff was theirs, but I had stuff in this house too that I had bought and everything, and he would come in here and get some of the stuff and take it to the sale, which that was fine if it was his stuff. But he got to where he was getting my stuff while I wasn't here and taking it to the sale and selling it. And after 2 or 3 times of him doing that, I said, you know, I need to be here to see what he's taking off. You know, if he took his stuff off, it's fine because it's his stuff. So I put a padlock on this door. I said, I want to be here when he comes and gets that stuff. He wasn't even living here then. I was. So I put a padlock on this door, and he didn't like it because I put this padlock. All I wanted to do was be here to see what he was taking out of this house and stop taking my stuff out of here. And he went to his grave not liking me for that. I doubt that. But what really made me mad is when your mama put him in the nursing home under the state. That made me and Marvin both mad. They were not supposed to even do that when they got siblings. And your mama and who else was it? Maddie? Somebody put him in that nursing home under the state. So me and Marvin went up there and got him out of the state, because they're not even supposed to do that if they've got siblings, you know. And of course me and Marvin, well, I was, and Marvin might as well say was. That's the only daddy she ever knew. But we didn't like it because your mama put him under the state. They could have buried him anywhere. You know, the state, they could have buried him in Tennessee. Nothing that we could have done about it. So that was wrong. Oh, really? But anyway, me and Marvin went, and they said, we didn't know he had any kids. That's what they told us. And they said, I'm his daughter and I'm his son. And anyway, we got him back out of the state. You know, the state, we didn't want him under the state because they could bury you anywhere if you're under the state. And we didn't want him under the state. And actually, that's when it came out that he was mad because I put that padlock on there. And so we got that fixed up anyway. He was mad because I put that padlock on this door. He was all the time trying to sell this house. You know, this house was in Mama's name. And he was all the time trying to sell this house. Even after Mama died, he put a for sale sign out in the front yard, and I was living here. And there's a guy come to the porch and actually had cash fixing to buy it. And I told Daddy, I said, if I can get the money from the bank, can I get this house? He said, yeah, you can get your part or something or other, and buy our part, and, you know, not your part. So I got the deeds and everything, went to the bank, and they looked at the deeds and everything. They said, your daddy can't sell this house. And I said, yeah, Mama died. So they said, no. They said, he's got a child's part, just like you got. They said, you got a part, he's got a part, Marvin got a part, and James's kids had James's part. And that's the way it went. And I came back, and told him that, and he got mad. That's when he moved out. That's when he moved out, because he couldn't sell this place. He was all the time trying to sell it when him and Mama lived here. He wanted to move to Coleman. He had a place up there between Coleman and Huntsville that had a service station and a house, and it would have been nice. I was probably 15 years old at the time. All my friends was here and everything, and he was trying to sell this house and buy that. And it probably would have been cool with a service station and a house and everything. But I told them, I said, y'all can go up there, but I'm staying in this house right here. That's what I told them. They didn't sell either. Yeah, he is all the time trying to sell this house, and Mama wouldn't sell it. This is a Creole house, man. This is a Creole house. I would like to. Marstein's kids would sign it over to me. They've already told me they would. Matter of fact, Marstein told me before she died that I could have her part. So actually, that was just verbal, so it don't mean a thing unless it's on paper. But if she gave me her part verbally, her kids didn't get it. It's mine, because she gave me her part. And of course, Daddy's part went to me and her, so if she gave me her part, I got his part and I got her part. The only one is James's part, which they think they got a part each of their own, and that ain't right. They got James's part between them. They got James's part, and I told them one day, I said, y'all got a part that's about the size of this driveway. That's what y'all got. Jennifer, the youngest one, she would sign papers over to me. Cheryl will not. That's the only thing I got of Daddy. I said, your Daddy didn't even like it here. He couldn't wait to get out of this house. And you're crying about it? So Cheryl's the only one that's holding up, or I could get it all in my name and I could fix it up. I'm not going to fix it up unless it's in my name. You know what I mean, Ruth? If it was all in my name, I'd start fixing this place up. But I can't do it in so many names. And Marstein gave me her part, but it's verbally. So if it's verbally, it don't mean a thing. So I would have to have Ann, David, and Renee, which all of them would sign papers. They'd sign it over to me. Jennifer, James's kid, would sign it over. Cheryl's the only one that's a problem. Plus, they thought, Judy, James's wife, she cornered me at Walmart right after all this happened. Have you got a deed to that house? And I said, well, yeah. She said, I need a copy of that deed. And I said, no. That deed ain't got nothing to do with you. Not one thing has it got to do with you. So I wouldn't give her a deed. And I think she's the one that told her kids that they've got a part each of their own. And they just got one part between them. That's all they got. And like I say, and plus they thought this was like an acre up here. This ain't no acre. It barely is 3/4. Barely is. If that. So that's all that's here. So between all these people that it belongs to, and Jennifer and Cheryl's just got one part. They got James's part. That's all they got, James's part. So it's between them. And I brought Jennifer up here and showed her. I said, y'all, both of you together has got that driveway right there. That's all y'all got. And that's a fact, Jack. And I don't know if you know this or not, but I went to pay the property tax here. And they said, your property tax already been paid. I said, really? I said, I got the card, because the card comes to me. And they said, I asked them, they said, anybody can pay you property tax. I said, that ain't right. But I said, who paid it? And they told me it was Cheryl. So when I got home, I called Cheryl and I said, why did you pay the property tax? I just wanted to catch me and Jennifer's up. I said, you want to catch y'all's up? I'd already been living here 17 years and paying the property tax. So I said, let me see here. I said, I added all this stuff up for 17 years, cutting grass. I said, I cut this grass for $40. Half of that'll be y'all's, $20. 17 years. I cut it probably 8 months out of the year. I added all this up. It come to like $20,000. I said, all right, give me $20,000 and you'll be caught up. Yep. And she started bawling, of course. Yeah, it's, you know, people gets crazy with stuff like that. And I've been here all my life. You know I have. Even when Mom and Daddy moved out, I was still here. I love this place. This house probably ain't even fix-upable anymore. But I love this house. I love the memories here. I love the land. I love where it's at. I cut the grass. I pay the property tax. Nobody pays it for me. And for somebody like Cheryl to not do that, you know, me and her's talking now. She might even do it now, but I'm not going to do nothing in this house, nothing, except cut the grass and live here. As far as fixing it up, I'm going to fix it where it's livable. And that's all I'm doing. If it was mine, I'd do a little bit more. I'd do a little bit more. But that's what I told Cheryl. You know, if she said she wanted to catch her part up, her and Jennifer's part up, I added all that up, and I said, all right, $20,000 ought to do it. And she didn't like that. And that's, you know, it's just the way it is. There ain't no catching up. I don't know. She just wants to be aggravating. I've seen her up at the football field and stuff like that, and she acts plumb like she may be even watching this. I don't know. But she's a card. I'll put it that way. Yeah, I wouldn't want to fix it up and then everybody come in here, hey, that looks nice, that's part mine. That'd be stupid on my part. Renee and David would sign it over to me, which Marstine already did. She said, you can have my part, but that don't mean a thing, you know. It's got to be on paper. But they even though, you know, they've already said they would. They said, you can have my part, but that don't mean nothing. They got to sign a paper and have it notarized. Jennifer, the youngest one, would sign hers over. Oh, not hers, but her part. Cheryl is the only holdup. She said, that was part of James's. I said, the only reason it's part James's is because he died. Because Mama died. That's the only reason. And he didn't like it here. He couldn't wait to get out of this house. He didn't like it here. That's the reason he bought that place where y'all living now and started paying for it. You know, he didn't like it here. I do. I love this place. I just love it. And I'm going to be here until I die, I reckon. Might die in this room right here. I don't know. Barbara was born in it. I may die in it. I like it here. I like the memories. I like everything about it. But I'm not going to fix it up and have somebody else come in and, you know. I need You know, I'm too old to be doing that. You know, if I die, I don't know what's going to happen with this place. Don't know. Have no idea. I don't want them on it at all. Period. Yeah, I told Brad, my son that lives with me, I said, if I ever die, and I said, Cheryl and them, and legally, they could put a trailer up here. I mean, legally, they could. But I said, if they do, make it so hard on them, make it so hard on them that they'll leave. I said, if you have to play loud music or play my drums, do it. I said, just, you know, get them out of here. That'd just be my part. You know, and my part would probably go to my kids. So you'd have to talk to them. It went to Mama's heirs. Yeah, when they looked at that, deed. They said, your daddy can't sell this place. And I thought he could. And he went out there and grabbed that for sale sign out of the yard and came back up here, and next week or two he was out of this house. He moved out. He didn't like it, but that's what the bank told him. They said, your daddy's just got a child's part just like you got, because it went to Mama's heirs. Daddy, me, James, and Marva Steen. Something crawling on me. Better not be a spider. We have an ant problem in the house here. But that's who it went to. And James's part, just one part, went to his two kids. Just one part. Not two parts. One part went to two kids. Yeah, I guess that's what it was. You know, I've seen both deeds. You know, I've seen the deed. I've seen the one where Paul Creel bought it. They bought it from the Graveleys for $600. House and land, $600. What they bought it for. Of course, Mama bought it for $1. They got to be money exchanged, so she bought it from them for $1. That's what she bought it. But it also, I've got the deed here somewhere. I think it's in my safe right over there. But it went to Mama's heirs. And when she died, you know, James died a day before she did. So it went to Paul, me, Marvis, and James. And since James died a day before, it went to his two kids. His part, one part went to his two kids. And Judy was telling them it just went to 3 people. And I said, no, it went to 4 people. Daddy, me, James, and Marvis. And she trying to tell them kids like they got a part, each of them got a part, is what she's trying to tell them. Plus, she wanted a I don't know why she's wanting a copy of the deed, because it didn't have nothing to do with her. Nothing. Not one thing it had to do with her. So she wasn't getting no deed. And I didn't give it to her either. She said, I need a copy of that deed. And I said, no. You don't need a copy of that deed. Had nothing to do with her. Nothing. Old Judy, me and old James got in many a fight over that crazy woman. Sure did. We got in fights. Me and him got in a drag-out fight right by the hydrant out here in the driveway. Mama had to come out there with a broom and knock us off. Oh, Lord. Let's see some old pictures here, Ruthie. You'll like this. You'll like it. Let me close this out and close this out. All right. You'll like this. You remember the old shack? Remember this old shack? You know, I tore it down because it got all bad and everything. It used to keep coal in it and everything. Well, I tore that down. Tore it down. Burn it. Matter of fact, I remember getting spider bit on both my legs and was sick for a month after I tore it down. Oh, that's bad. Yeah, one got me on each leg, man. And it wasn't a big fever. It was like 101, 100, 101. Wasn't a big, just enough to make you feel bad. But then again, it was bad. The wash house. Daddy had, you know, I think him and Mama both was hoarders. You know, because that was all the time. Man, I started, after I was living here by myself, I started sacking stuff up, and there was so much stuff, I quit. I said, golly, I could tote this off for a month and still not make a dent in it. Oh, this ain't pictures. Old Alabama, old peeps. Oh, you'll love this. You'll love it. Absolutely love it. There's me right there. 1967, so I was about 14, I guess. 14 years old, and there's Aunt Viney, James, Jimmy, and Ann, and Renee. How about that? Hubcaps, everything. Not only hubcaps. He would be walking and see a screw on the ground, and he'd pick it up and put it in his pocket. A screw. A screw. I remember him doing that, and he'd put it in a jar. Lord have mercy, here's one of Hilda. Amelie. She married Billy Ray Ragsdale. Billy Ray used to go to school with Tina. He loved Tina. Tina's coming. Did you know Tina was coming out here in September? She told me she was coming out here in September. Did you know that? Here's one of Daddy's old service station pictures. Marv Steen, Paul. I want you to name these people right here. I think I've got them named. See if you can. I think Mama, let me make that big. Okay, your daddy is with overhauls, I think. Ain't that Henry? I think Mama is the littlest in there. Elvin is that one with a goofy looking hat on. You can tell Man Lee on the left there. Mama's the little one. And I think one of them is Aunt Viney. I think Aunt Viney is the one on the right. And of course that's Ma in the middle beside Elvin. It's Elvin and Ma. And that one, it may be, let's see, you got Ben Lee, it may be Esley. Mama's the little one. It's either Carol or Usley. Your daddy's the one with the overalls on. And right up above him is Man Lee. And then Elvin. That's an old picture there. What do you think of that? He was? Well, that may be the other way around then. That may be Elvin in the overalls. And that may be your daddy with the goofy looking hat and a tie on. You can tell Man Lee though. And that's Mama, the little girl, the littlest, and that's Mama. That's an old picture right there. That's an old one there. Not 08. He wasn't born in 08. Oh. You talking about 1908, okay. My daddy was born in 1911. Mama was born 1914. So let's look at this again. Try to figure this out here. So if your daddy was born 08, you know, that might be Mama with her hands crossed right there. That might be my mama. She was born in 14. He was born in 08. So who would the little girl be? How old was Usley? Was she young? But you can tell Man Lee. You can tell that's who that is. So that would be Elvin, I guess, with the overhauls. Did they have another brother? They had another one, didn't they? Ernest? Ernest was old though, wasn't he? I don't know. I bet that's Miles. I bet it is Miles. 1408, that was what, 6 years apart. So I bet the one with her hands crossed is Mother. How old was Usley? Was she young? 1900. You know, I bet that's Ernest, the 1900 one with the goofy hat on, and I bet that's your daddy with overalls on, and I bet that's Mother beside him. Are we getting it right? We'll get it right here in a minute, Ruthie. But you can tell Manna Lee. Manna Lee's a no-brainer there. There ain't nobody else that looks like her. I bet that's it. I bet that's... That could be Miles, though. I don't know. Yeah, I bet that is Miles. How old was Miles? He died in 45. So he'd have probably been 20, 21 years old. Somewhere thereabout. If he was in the Army. Yeah, I've got it in there. I bet that is Miles. But all of them could look the same, you know, since there's brothers and sisters. That could be Miles, though. It look to be. But who's the oldest one? That big tall one. There's Manna Lee. And Miles. I tell you, that little girl there looks like my mother. So I think that's my mother. And Miles was pretty close to her. So that's about right. And you say your daddy was born in 08. So that was 3 years older than my daddy. I'm thinking that might be the tallest guy. I'm thinking that might be Ernest. Because Ernest would have been the oldest. Rest of them probably ain't even in the picture. I bet that might be Ernest since he was the oldest, because he's quite older than the one in the overalls and my mother. And of course you got Manna Lee there that I don't know. I have no clue. That's good reading though, ain't it? That's some good pictures. Wow. Bringing back memories here. See what else I can find. There's Ma and Pa. I ought to have one. Here's one of Mama's. Here's Marva Steen's daddy. Have you ever seen Marva Steen's daddy? Mama, Daddy, Gary Williams. Ma and Pa. Here's Gladys and Cecil. Mama, Carol Nusley. That was 1957. That picture right there, is that the one you talking about? Alright, tell me who these people are. The woman, of course, is Aunt Viney. That was Paul's brothers. What was their names? I can't remember their names. Oh, Paul. Yeah, Frank. Yeah, one was named Frank, and somebody told me their names before, and I done forgot who they was, but Frank was one of them. So he was the one with the cigarette. The other one looks just like Paul. Do you know who these people are? Me and James. God, look at them ears. I think I might have been adopted. Do you know anything about me being adopted? Oh, that's right. That's right. Well, that ain't Frank then. Because them two guys right there was, well, it might be, yeah. But the other one is the brother. Yeah, I remember him. He got, after he moved to Inslee, he got bedridden and stuff. I remember going up there a lot. Let's see here. Family. Who in the world is this? Yeah, Marion, yeah. Boy, I need to throw that picture away. Ah, I didn't know I had that. If I see pictures that's posted and I want it, I steal it. I steal them pictures. There's Donna, my buddy Steve, Marva Steen, Linda and Gary, Tina and Tom, check this out. You know, I shoot a lot of pictures. I shoot pictures of everything. How about that? Ain't that something? It's before she died. 1977. 1908. November 25th, 1908. Boy, I worked at that service station for years and years. Daddy wanted me to take it over when he retired, and I wouldn't do it. I didn't want it. You know, the guy that used to open up for him 5 o'clock in the morning was shot at a couple of times. I didn't want that place. Yep, they could have it. I didn't want it. Ma and Pa. Grandparents. What time is it? I need to go to bed. Getting sleepy. Remember I told you Daddy, when he'd come in from work, he'd eat 10 pieces of prune, 10 prunes before he went to bed. He'd eat 10 of them. That's what he eat, 10 prunes. I got something on here. Let me see if I can find that.
bet I can. I think I've got something that's really cool if I find it. It'll show me a picture of it where I find it easier. A goat burger in a bottle.
Call him over there.
Come here, baby. Come here.
I'm gonna slap her so damn quick.
Memories. Memories. I've got one of Daddy's mama. I don't remember her name. I've got one, but this ain't bringing up no pictures, so I can't find it. If it bring up a picture where I could see what it was. I've got one of her actually walking around. Yeah. Ellen. I can't believe I used to be a Auburn fan. I must have lost my mind. Yeah, I've got one of her walking around. She come out of the house there around the corner from where you at now. I think she's barefooted too. Viney. Vid. Oh, here they come. Maybe I'll find it now. Come on. It's taking its time, but they're popping up. If they pop on up, I could see the picture where I could know what it is. Martha Ellen. What was her husband's name? James. Was it James Gurley? Wasn't James Gurley, was it? James was named after him. I've named after Mama's. George. But I don't know which one. It won't pop a picture up, so I don't know which one it is. I know it ain't that one. I wish I could find that if it just bring up now vids. Let me try this now vids. Trip. Maybe one of these. It just won't bring up pictures. Let me try one, see what it is. No, it ain't that. Was it Granberry or Greenberry? I thought it was Greenberry. Yeah, I think it's Greenberry. That's what I've always heard, Greenberry. James Greenberry. That's what I thought it was. I wish I could find that where Granny's walking out. Makes me mad because they won't bring no pictures up. If it'd bring the pictures up, I could see what's on these things. But it won't bring them up. Buy it? That's pretty cool though, seeing her actually moving around, walking. She didn't talk. Oh, that's my son laying in bed. I believe it's part of one of these. I just don't know which one it is because it won't bring up no picture. I'd have to go through every one of them. To see which one it was. You know? So I don't know. That ain't it either. Let me go up to the top. Maybe at the top there. I keep going all the way down to the bottom. It may be one of these at the top here. I'll try the very first one. Nope. Second. Okay, we're gonna do a Williams tie this time. It's Williams tie, play tie. On a day like today, this point right here would be a good place to sit. It says Archie, Philip. You must be Bubba. Bubba Philip. They got a pretty good size boat on the other side of the pier. That was a kid's mama. You know, it's gotta be here somewhere. I just don't know where I put it. Driving to Birmingham. Bean and Doug. Helen Keller's place. It's got Viney. Let's try one of these. I just want to find it. Nope. Wasn't one of them. Probably if I bring somebody with me now, they ain't gonna want to do that. They'll probably want to get back home. But if I go myself, I will. I'm thinking right now I'm gonna go by myself because I want all the money. You know, it's according to how I feel Friday morning. If I don't feel like doing it all myself, I'll take somebody with me. If I feel pretty good, I'll come myself and do it myself. You know, this makes me mad not finding that. Alright, since we're getting off, I'm going to go ahead and stop streaming, but I'm going to find that video right now. And I'll write it down which one it is, and next time we get on here, you can see which one it is. Alright? Alright. See ya.